This is take 6. This is unscripted, and I have ADHD, so you can imagine how well this is going for me. So, 5 Laps at Freddy's has apparently thrown a wrench in a lot of people's theories about Midnight Motorist, understandably. However, the way I've always looked at Midnight Motorist has not been affected by this. I don't think William is the orange guy. I'll tell you why. But first, I need to mention that I'm not the first one to come up with this theory. When I was on the Five Nights at Freddy's Wikia to get images for editing, I saw that this theory was already listed there. However, not with the spirit that I'm going to be referencing with this. So this is still going to be a little bit new. Pizzeria Simulator, the 6th Five Nights at Freddy's game, has a Lore Keeper achievement ending. And in order to get it, you have to go through 3 minigames. Security Puppet minigame, Fruity Maze, and Midnight Motorist. 2 of them are inspired by spirits. Spirits that are very key, integral to the lore as a whole. You play as Susie playing a game about herself. I don't know how you want to describe that, but the first one is Susie. She possesses Chica. She was the first missing children's incident victim.
I was the first. I have seen everything.
She has the most lore out of all of them. You would think it would be Freddy because he's Freddy. But no, it's actually Chica, and Scott has actually made a joke about that before. So clearly Susie is an important character, so that's why she got Fruity Maze. And then you have the Security Puppet minigame, which is very obviously about Charlotte Emily, the daughter of William's business partner. After the crying child's death, William probably blamed Henry for that because he was kind of like the mechanic behind it. I think it was originally just a, you killed my son, inadvertently, unintentionally, indirectly. I'm going to kill your daughter completely maliciously and directly. Again, unsubstantiated, just makes sense to me. So that's what the Security Puppet minigame is about. It's about Charlie. So that's 2 of the main ghost characters covered for Lore Keeper. Who's the last one? Cassidy, Golden Freddy, the one you shouldn't have killed. The vengeful, resentful spirit. Because there's big animatronic footprints next to little tiny footprints in the end of the Midnight Motorist minigame, I'm gonna go ahead and assume that that was William coming to Cassidy's house, implying that the orange man is their dad. Obviously very angry drunk. And whoever, whether it be a sibling or mom, on the couch, very passive, also not very good parenting. William was a family businessman. He was trusted in Hurricane, Utah, because not only did Susie trust him enough, when he said, I can bring your dog back to life, pretty much, because reminder that she very obviously saw him get hit by the car because Fruity Maze depicts the blood and the gravestones. She saw the dog die. Families brought their kids there and he entertained for them. He was a trusted man in this community. He was a very, very trusted man. The orange man was driving around, couldn't go get more alcohol because he was already wasted. So he goes home and gets angry at Cassidy for having their door locked. The orange man goes around the house and sees these footprints. Instead of being worried about the child missing, is immediately just even more angry. Cassidy, dreading their father coming home, and they see a man who had brought them considerable amounts of joy coming to them. And, you know, breaking the window and being like, hey, I can give you cake. I can make everything better. You don't have to stay with these people anymore. Cassidy's just like, I trust you. Because I've been to multiple birthday parties with you hosting them. You're funny. You're cool. You're a bunny. Let's go. That's how Cassidy dies. In a time of complete and utter vulnerability. When you're having a bad night, and someone that you trust to take care of you saves you from that, the insane relief Cassidy must have felt. Maybe I never have to go back home again. I'll have cake and pizza whenever the fuck I want. And then to end up murdered. Bitch, I'd be on the news too. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. While editing, I realized that I left out one of the most important parts of my argument. I don't think it's the same car. It is not the same shade of purple as the Midnight Motor. Personally, I think that the Midnight Motor itself is just a reference to the first part of the minigame. So I'm just saying, just because it's also a shade of purple, doesn't mean it's the same car. Now that could be a stretch, that could just be me being stupid about colors, and yes, Scott isn't necessarily working himself on 5 Laps at Freddy's, but Click Team is going to get these hues right. So let me know what you guys think. If this video is okay and does alright, I might upload another video. Speaking of that other video, I have a theory on my Tumblr. I'll link it in the description. It's about Charlie. Why I think she's the one possessing Glamrock Freddy. You're gonna read it and be like, oh my god, yeah, their dialogue is eerily similar, isn't it? Oh yeah, all of her friends would be under the Pizzaplex because of Pizzeria Simulator. She actually isn't shown melting down into Remnant in the ending. Oh, wow, you do have points. Read it, please. That's it for me. I'm gonna go edit this video. Yeah, I'm Felix. I think I might be onto something here.